Well, over here, Lauren, we've got a little bit of a different problem. It's not the heat, right? I mean, we're dealing with another round of storms coming our way.
Yeah, we've had a lot of severe weather, but what really gets that severe weather going is daytime heating. So some of that heat has contributed to these afternoon storms and the severity of the storms. Right now, we're calm. We have some sun peeking through the clouds. A live look from our building here at Spear and Logan. But as we take a look at current temperatures all across the state, this is where we're going to see those temperatures finally start to warm up a little bit. Yesterday we stayed below average. Today will be a tad bit below average as well, but we will start to see warming as we go into early next week. 71 right now at DIA. Most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains anywhere from the lower 60s to the lower 70s. Colorado Springs just a bit cooler than everyone else at 59 degrees. 70s, 80s in the high country, middle to upper 80s already out west, where Grand Junction yesterday saw a high of 99 degrees. So it's been very hot across the western slope. We've been seeing more mild temperatures across the Front Range and Eastern Plains, especially with those storms cooling down our atmosphere once the rain falls. Now, we are pretty quiet along our HD Doppler radar. We had some early morning storms across the plains. Those have pushed their way into Nebraska and Kansas. Now, we're starting to see a couple of storms try to pop up, but most of that won't get going until the next hour or so. I think 2 o'clock is where we'll really start to see those showers and storms pop up and then linger into the late night and overnight hours tomorrow. So where we're expecting the strongest storms, eastern portions of Denver, Aurora, DIA, we're looking at you, and then pushing into central and southern portions of the Eastern Plains. This is where we have an enhanced level of severe weather. Enhanced is the level 3. It's not too frequent that we see enhanced levels of severe weather in Colorado. This is where we're going to watch for tornadoes, large hail, maybe 2-inch in diameter or more, damaging winds, locally heavy downpours, lots of lightning and thunder. Now, with the slight risk that does push into the rest of Denver and most of the I-25 corridor, northern portions of the Front Range and Eastern Plains here, we're still going to watch for very strong storms here. Maybe less frequent tornadoes, but still large hail, lots of strong winds, heavy downpours, lots of lightning and thunder, and then we have some marginal risk as well. But you'll notice all of the Front Range and Eastern Plains, even portions of the high country, under some sort of risk as we go through the rest of the day. So we really want to watch for the severity of these storms as we go into this afternoon and later tonight. Off to the west, a different story. We're very dry, we're very windy, we're very hot. So central and southern portions of the western slope will actually be under red flag warnings for the very dry air and very gusty winds. Winds gusting around 35 to 40 miles per hour. Relative humidity as low as 5 to 10%. That's extremely dry, especially compared to the humid air that we're seeing in Denver. But you do want to watch for that increased fire weather danger at least until 10 o'clock this evening. As we take a look at our future cast, around 2 o'clock again is where we really start to see those storms popping up, and then they become more organized as we go through the rest of the evening and into late tonight. So they become more isolated. This is around 6 o'clock. Take a look at how large and strong this storm is, though, and it takes that trek right along where we saw the enhanced level of severe weather. And these very, very dark colors, these maroons, these reds, this is where we're going to watch for these storms to really pack a punch as they make their way into Kansas late tonight. Over the next couple of days, we do still have more storms in store. For our Friday, we're in the slight risk for severe weather in Denver and the rest of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. And then even going into Saturday, Denver is just outside of the marginal risk, but most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains under a threat again for our Saturday. In the meantime, temperatures slightly below average this afternoon. We could see 80 degrees in Denver, where our seasonal high this time of year, usually closer to 89 degrees. We're going to see those upper 70s, low 80s across most of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. Same goes for the high country. Very hot out west, 96 expected out in Grand Junction. Overnight, our lows have stayed pretty mild, right around where we should be this time of year, middle to upper 50s across the eastern half of the state. We have a couple more days left of storms. That's going to be today, Friday, and Saturday. But if you're ready for that sunny summertime weather Sunday and into next week, that's where you're going to shine. We're going to see sunny skies and those temperatures in the lower 90s.